welcome to today's lesson on how to reference. So in the last lesson we looked at how to write an introduction, and maybe you were wondering, where do I get this all information from? Do I just know it? The answer is no, I do not know all of this stuff. I had to research it. I knew some of it, but not all of it. So this is about how we research and how we reference. Why do we need to reference? We need to reference because A, for copyright reasons, and B, to show people where we got our information from. Showing our sources is incredibly important with any kind of piece of work that we do. If you don't, it's called plagiarism. All right, so let's have a look at this first paragraph here, which I'd written. Now, the information I got this from was from the FAO, and you can see here in brackets the in-text citation. In the bibliography, which comes at the very end of our lab report or our essay, is a bibliography which will have a list of all full citations of where I got all my information from. Okay, so you have to show in two places your full references here, and this is your in-text citation here. I'll show you how I did that now. So here's the website that I got it from. It was FAO. And I have this other website called citethisforme.com. So if I want to add a new reference, I simply click on add a new reference. The citation style I'm using is APA, but you can use Harvard or Chicago or other acceptable forms, but I'm using APA. So if I want to add a new reference, I click in add a new reference. You can have different sources. So I can put in a website, journal, book. You can even have online image or video. You can have interviews. Or encyclopedia, newspaper, music, or recording. So there's lots of different sources that you can cite. We're going to choose website, and I'm going to paste that there, and then I'm going to search it, and it comes up with how animals see color. So it's this one here, cite. Continue. And first name and last name of the author. So I'm going to go back on the website and see if that's mentioned anywhere. How animals see color. No. Does it say anything about the... No, it doesn't say anything about the author of that, so I can't put that in. So let's continue anyway. Complete citation. This is the access date, day I looked at it. And how animals see color is here. So if I then want to copy the in-text citation, I click on that. And that's the bit that I'm going to put in the text. So the information here, up to here, was from that website. Okay? It's obviously easier to do this as you go along rather than waiting until you finish the whole thing. So as I look at different sources of information, I'm adding in the reference as I go. And then to put it in my bibliography, I go back to Cite This For Me, and I can copy the bibliography citation. So this is going to be the full citation. Then I go down to the bibliography. Oops. And I paste that there. Now, formatting issues we'll deal with it another time. It's a bit smaller text, the font. Okay, so that's how you add it into the bibliography. Generally, your bibliography should be in alphabetical order. And your in-text citation is there. I just need to tidy that up. Okay, the other thing I'm going to show you is journal articles. So if you want to look for something that's more reliable, the best source in science that you can get are journal papers. Okay, so these are publications published by publication companies of work done by scientists. So not just a newspaper or an article online, this is actual science. So if I go to something called Google Scholar, and I type in can be CUV, I could also how to be see color or something. How bees see and why it matters, and all these different things, color vision in bees, color vision honeybees. There are some of the fun ones here. Why red flowers are not visible to bees, predator-prey evolution, Australian native bees avoid their spider predator. So there's a really cool science that has been done with regards to this. For these sources, so say I click on that first one, this is a journal article. So I can, when I go to cite this for me and I add a new reference, I can click in journal. Okay, same thing as before. I can click in that, paste it there, search for it there, and hopefully everything will pop up there. The authors, the journal of comparative physiology, volume, issue, add reference, and where is it? Here it is here. So copy in-text citation, copy bibliography citation as well. Okay, so you add them in as well. So that's how you build up a bibliography, and that's how you do in-text citations. Finally, my final point is that any figures that you use, you also need to cite. So you can't just put this in unless you've taken the photograph, and you can state that. Any images that you use also need to be referenced. Now, one final point is just because you put in a reference, like say, you know, I got this from this place here, doesn't mean you can copy and paste. Okay, copying and pasting entire sections is plagiarism. So if I go into here and I like, oh, this paragraph here looks really nice, it says it really nicely, I'm just gonna copy that and paste it, and then I'm gonna put, yeah, and then I say it's from FAO, blah, 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 blah. So I'm referencing, it's fine. No, it's not. This is plagiarism. Besides being ethically unacceptable, it can also get you in trouble. So in work, if you plagiarize, you can get fired. In your IB exams or what other exams you're taking, if you plagiarize, you can fail the entire year for this reason. So plagiarism, just don't do it. Okay, write in your own words, paraphrase, write it in your own words. Otherwise, you risk failing your assignment altogether and potentially failing your entire exams. All right, that's about it on referencing. Thank you for watching.